Hi, I'm Brad Pfeffer from Sugar Research Australia. In this cane clip, I'm going to talk to Bundaberg grower Mark Heidke about soil health, rotational crops and lateral move irrigators. And in this video, he's going to start by explaining how he's using potato crops as a rotational tool with his sugarcane.
But I think the main thing to what we've in our farming practice is with soil health, we're keeping our soil health up in our fallow crop, and then once we've got the soil health up, all the microbes, the balances are all right because we're gypsening lime, putting composts on for our potato crop. Then when we go to grow cane, it's all the balances are spot on. We don't have any pests, no disease, no grubs. We have a good 3 to 4 year cycle of no trouble. Then we go back into potatoes and then the cycle starts again. But 100% everything's green. All the green trash is retained back into the soil as organic matter. They're not a common thing, especially not probably in Bundy. They've been here for many years, but it was more to the point of back in when the price was down to 8 cents a pound, and you're sort of looking there going, what are we going to do? What can we do as a fallow rotation where we're not impacting on our cane crop by taking too much cane out? And so it just sort of slotted in. So it worked out of we can have a longer fallow for our cane and then grow a cash crop in between. It just seemed to just slot it in for us, so it worked out well. I think it's just something, you're breaking that monoculture of what you're doing, and you're putting growing a different crop, you're getting your nutrient levels and different stuff up. Pretty well what it is. Like we do grow in our fallow before we put our potatoes in as a cover crop, we put corn in. People say, why do you put corn and not sorghum? Sorghum seems to take a lot longer to break down, it's a lot woodier. Corn has more, it seems to break down a lot quicker, but it's taken many years to get it all right. The main thing is breaking the cycle of what you're doing with sugarcane. Because we've found some of our lower black soil where we can't grow potatoes and we have to replant, the difference in your soil health where you're just smashing cane after cane after cane and not giving it a break, it's a huge difference. You know, even if you just let it out for 18 months in a long fallow and put a crop of Cluna pea in, the difference you're going to get for the next 4 years after that return is going to outweigh probably replanting it again. You know, as I say, we're 5th generation farmers here and our kids are 6th, so we're not going anywhere. If we don't do it right and sit and plan, like it took us 3 years to plan, to get to the stage to plan to get our laterals in. You know, you got pump stations, pipe work, you know, your infrastructure to get it right. You know, where are we going to turn rows around to line everything up to get the drainage right? So yeah, you've got to really look. You can't look at tomorrow as just the next year. You need to look as 5 years ahead. I know it's a big call, but in sustainable farming, you need to be looking like that. We looked at it, everyone sort of says the capital costs, you know, 200,000 plus to put a lateral in. You look at it and go, that's huge. But then we've looked at an 8-year period of, number one, labour. We've got to employ people to shift water winches, where we don't have to do that with the lateral. Power costs, we're probably 50% lower in power costs. Water efficiency is, we can water in the wind, we can water day, night, it doesn't matter because our water is just going straight down, it's not blown away. And then you got your crop, you know, we've sort of said 10 to 20% in some areas where our crop's gone up because we can just keep watering, we don't have to stop. And then we also looked at it as how quickly can we get around our farm in a dry period. So practically the whole farm, we can water a whole farm and give it 50 mil in 6 days. And that's what we've looked at. Well, in your peak time when you want to be putting water on, that's what you need to be doing.